Hey guys, it's Sarah. I'm here for week 47 update. This week has been crazy. I said it, crazy. And I look a crazy hot mess because I've got up at 4:30 to go to my cardio intervals class at the gym. So, and here I am making a video for you guys after that. So good times. All right, numbers. Started my journey on August the 26th, 2012. Yeah. August, did you hear me? April. Ugh, cannot get that right. So this is week 47. At that time, weighed in at 357. This morning, no, last week I came to you at 315. And this week I was 312. So, yay, that's a 3-pound loss. I'm really thankful for that. I am going to tell you that I have had a water pill this week. So, I know people have different opinions on that. I'm sure that some of that is probably from that. But I did it because I freaking retain water. All the time. I can't help it. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm going to ask him about it. I've really paid attention to my sodium this week, and it's not been bad. My sodium's been fine. And I mean, I know men retain water too, but for some reason, I just feel like girls are retain. Well, I am a retainer. So, yeah, that's super exciting, I guess. So I've lost 3 pounds for the week, and I am total 145 pounds down. So next Tuesday, I will be at my 11-month surgery. So on Tips and Ticks Tuesday, I'll be 11 months. And I'll actually be out of town, so I don't know if I will record a video before I leave or what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. But either way, I got to celebrate, right? It's 11 months. So the goal that I'm heading toward now is to weigh under 200 by my 1-year surgery. And so that's not like 12, 13 pounds away. I guess it's 13 if I weigh. I don't know how that works. Yeah. I want to be 199 and I'm 212, so it'll be 13 pounds away. So that's exciting. Can I do it in like a month and a week? I don't know. I am going to say yes. I can do it. I actually go for my 1-year surgery doctor's appointment on the 22nd of April, and I would love to be under 200 then, but I'm not going to push it. I feel like I'm going to be hanging on to every single, and I mean, you know, trying to, at the end, I'm going to really be pushing it. So, I don't know. We'll see. That's exciting. So, yeah, 145 pounds down. Crazy week. My exercise has been the bomb diggity. I've been busting it in the gym. And my food has been good. My water's been great. And it's just been a pretty good week, even though it's been kind of a crazy week. And guess what? I'm still learning new things about myself. I told my best friend this week, and she said, you already knew that. You told me that. And I was like, I know, but I keep getting amazed by the fact that all these things. I'm an emotional eater. I was in denial about that for a while. And I think because there has been a few times in my life where the stress was really high and I did not eat. I kind of went the other way, which was very rare. Well, for instance, the week of my wedding, I did not eat at all that week. Matter of fact, my parents were trying to shove food down me, and I wouldn't eat. I was like sick to my stomach, and I actually lost weight. And that's another story for another day, but I was on drugs on my wedding day, so I just only remember bits and pieces. Long story. I'll have to fill y'all in about that later. Things I regret. But anyways, so my wedding dress was actually too big, and when they were zipping me up, I could hear them whispering, and I can remember saying, what's wrong? And they were like, nothing, and then they were really trying to tighten the dress up. Like it just had gotten too big, like I'd lost some weight that week. So I think when I'm thinking back about times like that, I think, well, I'm not an emotional eater. Like when I'm really stressed or emotional, I don't eat. Well, that's not true. my things have been pretty stressful this week, and so I found myself wanting to reach for snacky foods. I don't know. Anyways, so I want to talk about inches. So the very first time I ever took my measurements was on January 31st, 2012. So that was like, 3 months before I ever had surgery. And I was a big mama jamma. Good times. And then I took measurements again this week on 3/20/2013, and I also took measurements at the beginning of January 1st, 2013. And I have actually lost some inches, guys. I know that I said that I wasn't losing weight as much, and I thought I was losing inches, but I am. Overall total, in a little over a year, I have lost 84 inches all around. Now, that's only including 5 areas. That's my arms, both arms, under my breast, my waist, my hips, and my thighs. So in those areas, I have lost 84 inches in, a year and 3 months, or 2 months. Yeah. Well, a little over a year. I'm really bad with math, guys, and like dates and dimes. But just in the last, just since January 1st, I've lost several inches. On January 1st, 2013, my left and right arm were both at 15.5, and this week on 3/20, they were both at 15. Under my breast on January 1st, 2013, I was 42.5, and this week I was at 41. So that's 1.5 inches in just like 2 months, or less than 2 months. My waist was at 46.5. And today, or not today, on 3/20 this week, it was 44.5. So that's 2 inches. My hips were at 49, and this week, or on January 1st, 2013, they were 49. This week, they were 46.5. My waist actually started out at 61, so that's like heart attack city, just waiting to happen. I was just clicking along, I guess. And my thighs, one was at 26.5, the other was at 26 on 1/1/2013. And this week, one was at 25.5, and the other was at 24.5. So I've lost several inches just in the last month and a half. So that's super exciting. Yeah. I say month. You know what I'm trying to say. Just since January, I've lost that little amount. But altogether, in over a year, I've lost 84 inches. So that's exciting. It makes me realize how much different my body really must look. And I should have got the measuring tape and held it out for you guys so that we could kind of visualize together what I used to look like. But I wasn't that far in advance. And I'll probably talk about this again on my 1-year surgery. But anyways, at this point, I'm 84 inches down and 145 pounds down. So, yeah, super exciting. Next week, I will travel for work for a trip, and I'm kind of anxious about that. All the girls in my office, well, except for maybe the new girl, they all know that the journey I'm on and that I've had weight loss surgery and that I eat different and things are different and that I work out all the time. But I'm still, sorry, guys, I'm still worried about what foods are going to be available, and I know they're going to feed us a couple of days. Like if I was getting to make my own decisions about as far as food was concerned, like at restaurants and stuff, it's still a little stressful, but not like when I know they're feeding me. So I am going to pack some snacks, but we're traveling like 3.5 hours away, and I need to call the hotel and see if I'm going to have a fridge in my room, because that'll make a difference on what kind of snacks I'm going to pack for my trip. So if you guys have tips on what snacks I should pack on my trip, I did get some things yesterday at Walmart, but I'm willing to go back and get whatever you guys suggest. So that's a good suggestions for for food I take on my trip. That'd be great. Okay, guys, I will see you guys hopefully for Tips and Tricks Tuesday, and I hope that you guys have a great weekend. Bye.